1, 2, 3. Ah, 1, 2, 3.
I mean, these chairs is not to view it as a backrest. It's really a butt rest. So
yeah, nobody ever eats turkey outside of Thanksgiving.
You can't keep your mouth shut.
Pecan.
Yeah, I'm arguing against this right now.
We're talking green poo all the way up the back towards the neck.
Oh, yikes.
You're not like a brontosaurus or something.
Like you eat like a herbivore.
So, I thought you were pretty awkward.
I'm having fun, but to be honest, I'm getting kind of hungry.
Well, now I am all fired up. Let's go. What's up, everybody? My name is Clay, and I'm joined by my good friend Jacob, and you are here for another video that we are doing for our student ministry. So whether you are a high schooler joining us at a house group, you're a middle schooler catching up, or you're just someone on the internet, it's good to have you guys. It's gonna be a great day, and it's a dark, gloomy day outside, but we're gonna make this bright and sunny in your life. That was really stupid. Yeah. Jacob, let's just go ahead and dive in.
All right.
We're talkers. We just like to dive in.
Let's do it.
What's one thing in life you've wanted more than anything?
Okay, one thing that my mind goes to is when I was in 7th grade,
Yep.
I wanted a Nintendo Wii.
Ooh.
So bad.
Why?
I begged for it for like a year and a half. I don't know. It was new. Funny thing, I got that Nintendo Wii for Christmas, and I probably played with it for 3 weeks and then never touched it again.
Wii's were always like, in my opinion, they seemed like such a good idea, and then you actually like got one or played with one, you're like, isn't as
There's
fun
no
as
substance.
There's nothing. The boxing is kind of fun.
Boxing is fun, but right now I really want an automatic trash can.
I don't know what that means.
Like it automatically opens for you. Like you just like wave your hand and then you just dump trash. It's incredible. I love it.
I've always wanted a VW bus that could turn into a mobile office. I also always wanted to put a Nintendo 64 in there and dominate everybody in Mario Kart. I've also always wanted to eat a fruit gusher and my head actually turned into the fruit. Like when I was a 3rd grader, I thought that happened all the time.
I just wanted a bowl of gushers.
You ready for this idea? I might have said this on a video before,
Probably.
so excuse me if not. If I have, you get yourself a big jug of Gatorade,
Yep.
box of gushers, put the entire gusher box into a big bowl, pour the Gatorade in there, gusher cereal.
I don't see how it could be unhealthy.
I don't either. That's perfect for you.
Fruit juice and...
I take back the VW bus answer. That's my answer. Give me a bowl of gushers right now. It's also a time of Thanksgiving.
Yes.
What is a food that you are waiting for Thanksgiving that you want more than anything?
I know you're not a fan of turkey.
Yeah, turkey, most overrated bird in the land.
I love fried turkey, but more than anything, I'm looking forward to a sweet potato pie.
Ooh, that's good.
Because it's never more right than at Thanksgiving. It's like the period on a nice Thanksgiving meal. And then
I will agree with that. I tell you what, I had a deep fried turkey for the first time last year. Changed my opinion on turkey quite a bit.
there's no other way to do it.
The little edge skin part.
Yeah, like the skin should
muddy.
raise your cholesterol and like blood sugar levels to dangerous.
And I'm okay with that. I'm gonna say the thing I'm most excited about is cranberry sauce. And don't give me the cranberry sauce that's fancy and made.
You just want
give me the can. The jiggle can. And it just plops on the table. You cut it along the ridges of the can. It's disgusting. I know it's gross. But for some reason, I really, really like it. But I only like it at Thanksgiving.
I just like the sound it makes when it drops out of the can.
Sounds like a hot fart. Yikes. Speaking of yikes, that is our series, and we are talking about another tough subject this evening. And it's one that I believe that the American culture might be dealing with more than any other culture in the world.
Oh, yeah.
And that is the subject of coveting, or as many people call it, greed. So Jacob, as we dive into this idea of covet and this idea of greed, why do you think we have a culture that covets so many things?
Well, I mean, the culture itself, media, social media, commercials, everything, that's what they talk about. They word it in a way, it's like, you need this new phone, you need this new car, this new outfit, this new everything. And it like invokes this like desire that you can't really like quench with those things. So it's like the moment you get that new thing, they're like, well, now that you have this, here's a new thing. Like, it's like you're never satisfied. So like we're constantly coming out with new models, and then like everyone knows the problem when you get a new iPhone, the new one comes out and then your model starts slowing down. You're like, well, I guess I need the 11 now.
I need it.
I have to have it.
That's a great thing to say, because I found myself, me and Katie went to Costco, because I love going to Costco.
Costco's awesome.
Went to Target as well, And while we were there, I went to Old Navy, went to a couple other stores. Shout out Brooke and Kayla and Wes. Saw you guys at Old Navy. That was fun. But it was one of those things where I know I have enough clothes to last me for like 20 years. And I just kept wanting to buy things. And I couldn't stop. Like, for whatever reason, what I had was not good enough. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's exactly what you're saying. Like, take a t-shirt, for example. A t-shirt's a t-shirt. Do you really need the fanciest, best t-shirt in the world? Not really. If you have something standard, you have it. So that's a great point. There's always something better that's changing and that you feel like you have to mold to for some reason.
And name brands are everything.
Everything.
Oh, man.
I love the Costco brand. So speaking on that, Matthew 6:19-21 says, "Don't store up treasures here on earth where moths eat them and rust destroys them and where thieves break in and steal. Store your treasures in heaven where moths and rust cannot destroy and thieves do not break in and steal. Wherever your treasure is, there the desires of your heart will also be." Jacob, what do you think the danger of wanting so many things is?
Well, like I was mentioning before, it's you're never satisfied, but the way I view it and what I get from scripture is instead of living life out of an appreciation of what we have, we live it out of a thought process of deficit. We think about what we don't have or how we don't have this or that relationship or that whatever. And we just get so thankless and everything becomes just so, it's like, okay, now what? Okay, now what? Like your parents will give you the entire world and we're still like, now what?
Nothing ever fills the gap in our heart that we desire.
Correct.
I agree. Are you just ripping butt over here?
Oh, that's Crabtree. I would laugh if it was me.
Okay, because I'm sitting here, it is burning my nostrils. If you don't know what Crabtree is, it's the little creek that's by the church. It smells right now.
I have telltale signs when I fart. I'll laugh and then I'll lift.
They all laugh and lift. That's a great move. I think we should keep that whole section in. Casey, whenever you cut this, what do you see students coveting more than anything else?
Well, the obvious answer are material things. You know, outfits from Aerie, new iPhone, new gaming system, V-Bucks on Fortnite, all that stuff. But I think one of the biggest things I see students coveting, I don't even think they realize it's coveting, is like coveting other people's relationships, their status, their reputation. Like people want popularity. Like high school's all about like what group you're in and stuff like that. And you get to the point where you get like a little slanted because people have the awesome friend group or the cute boyfriend or girlfriend and stuff like that. So I see that a lot in high schoolers.
It's where like they are seeing something in someone else's life and they're saying my life isn't good enough because I see something in someone else's life.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, that's relationships, that's things, that's experiences. I've seen that a lot recently where people are going and doing something and then all of a sudden other people feel like they have to go and do the same thing and then they post it as well. It's like, wait, I just saw someone do that. No one's ever done that before that person did it and you just did it too. And you can almost see the layers of competition in between who can have the best life.
And you see, like, you go to these like sports events or concerts, and like half the crowd is literally viewing the entire concert through their phone.
I don't
understand
that. Like, I am 100% pro phone. I love my phone. I'm on it all the time. I love the internet. I love all that stuff. I do not comprehend the idea of going to an event and then watching it through your phone. First of all, nobody wants to watch your concert story. They're terrible. All you hear from the mic is blah, 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 blah. No one wants to see that. No one cares. Like, I'm glad you're Post Malone. Come back and tell me a cool story about the person next to you rather than post on your story. It's an incredibly weird phenomenon that I have not understood one bit.
Yeah, I don't get it. But people also, like, when they see, they're like, man, why did they get to go to see Post Malone?
That's true.
I would be happier if I was in their shoes. Pause.
Speaking of Post Malone, if I had to guess, Posty smells a whole lot like Crabtree does. There's no way Posty doesn't stank.
He just looks like he has cartoon odor lines coming off.
There's no way he smells like a good human.
Casey is like throwing her fingers up at us. I won't say which one.
It was her index finger, guys.
Yes, pointing.
Dude, I don't think this issue is an issue of liking nice things. I think it's okay to like nice things and want things that have high value. But what we need to do is make sure our eyes are appreciating those things and not worshiping those things. How do you know when you've crossed that line from appreciating something and worshiping something?
Well, yeah, it's not wrong to want anything. But the moment where that thing becomes something you worship, you'll be willing to commit sin to get that thing.
Ooh.
So it goes from saying like, I want that, or it's like, well, I need that, so I'm going to slander or lie about my friend to get what they have. Or I'm going to steal because I need this thing. Or I'm going to dishonor my parents and make them like basically a genie or a slave to give me what I want. So it's like the moment it goes from wanting to having to sin to get it is like the fine line. Like it's a pretty definitive line.
Absolutely. That's a really good point. And I don't think we recognize as quickly as we should when it crosses that line. It's when we don't take moments to detach. We just put our desires where anything else God desires for us. Wow, that's really good. And that's perfect leading us into this Exodus scripture 20:17. It says, "You must not covet your neighbor's house. You must not covet your neighbor's wife, male or female servant, ox or donkey, or anything else that belongs to your neighbor." So how do we create a spirit that is satisfied in what God has given us?
Truthfully, the way I would word it is just having a thankful heart. Because you read that verse, especially as like a student, it's like, well, I don't have a wife, I don't have servants, I don't have an ox or donkey, but each of those things have hearts behind them, like what they represent. And like really trying to live out of a life of appreciation for what you do have, because everyone's heard that whole like, it's like, well, if you don't eat your liver and Brussels sprouts, there's some kid on a crater on Jupiter that would kill to have this.
He would love those that liver.
Yeah, liver's so good. Like, no, like that. There's truth in that because we all need perspective of how much we do have. But I think it all comes down to trusting in God to give us what we need. Because truthfully, at the heart of greed and coveting is discontent. And that's basically saying, I am not satisfied with what I have. And you almost feel like God owes you something. But that's one, that's not true. Two, like when you realize, holy cow, like there are children who have one outfit, no shoes, have grass growing up through their floors, and they're living with more happiness and joy than I am because I just got a hand-me-down iPhone 7 for Christmas, and I'm like throwing my hands up at my parents like that's it. Like it kind of makes you pause a little bit.
Absolutely.
Like, maybe I should be thankful for that 100%. iPhone 7.
Well, dude, this has been a great conversation so far. I think it's been very telling of our culture. And this is not a culture where it's just talking to you guys about what you're coveting or anything. That's talking to me, it's talking to you, that's talking to all of our leaders. Like, this is a problem everybody has that in the culture that we live in today. We all need to respond in some way. So how would you challenge everybody to respond?
I would challenge each of you guys to go out this week and be so overly grateful and thankful, like at school, at home, with like your teachers, your parents, that they honestly think something's up. They're like,
that's good.
What's going on here? Like almost like a secret mission. Like I would challenge you guys to go out and like, even if you're given an avocado,
It's an avocado.
Be thankful for that avocado. Be thankful for whatever you're given or what like you don't have. Because I mean, today it's so easy just to slide things under the rug and look forward to the next thing. But be grateful for what you have right now, and let the people around you that care about you, your parents, your teachers, your whoever takes care of you, let them know like how much you appreciate them and their sacrifice for you, because that's huge to them. You don't know how much it means to them.
Guys, I hope you learned something just like I have and just like he has, and that you have a great small group time if you're going to small group. If you have any questions, if you're watching online, drop a comment, subscribe, like all that good stuff. We appreciate you guys, and we love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing, keep rowing the boat, and have a great night. See you guys.